Welcome to the Property Code. I am your host, Nick. Today, we tackle a compelling question: how to turn modest real estate investments into substantial wealth. We will explore proven strategies through the journey of one investor and provide actionable steps you can apply immediately. David was 28 and working in marketing when he realized that his small savings account would never fund his dream of financial freedom. He attended a local real estate meetup and heard a veteran investor describe how he built a seven-figure portfolio starting with a single $100,000 property. Intrigued, David decided to learn the same principles. First, he adopted the mindset of long-term value creation. He understood that real estate is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a wealth machine that compounds over time. He set a clear goal: to accumulate 100 rental doors within 10 years. Each door would represent a unit under his control, generating cash flow and equity growth. He began by purchasing a small duplex with $20,000 down. He financed the rest with a conventional mortgage. The monthly rent covered the mortgage payment, taxes, insurance, and a small reserve for maintenance. Rather than pocketing the surplus cash flow, he reinvested it into saving for his next down payment. Next, David leveraged the power of forced appreciation. He identified undermanaged properties in emerging neighborhoods. By investing his evenings and weekends into renovations, painting, landscaping, and basic repairs, he increased rent by 20% and raised property value by 15% within months. His sweat equity translated into instant gains. He also mastered creative financing. On his third purchase, he negotiated seller financing with a retiring landlord. Instead of a bank loan, the seller carried the mortgage at a slightly higher interest rate. David paid 5% down and avoided closing costs and bank fees. His cash on hand remained available to fund a fourth property. As his portfolio grew, he implemented the BRRR method: buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. After rehabbing each property and establishing stable tenants, he refinanced at current appraised value, pulled out his original equity, and used it for another acquisition. This cycle allowed him to scale rapidly without continually accumulating new savings. By year 5, David owned 7 properties and controlled 14 rental units. His annual cash flow covered his living expenses, and he began diversifying into small multifamily buildings. These larger assets delivered economies of scale, lower management costs per unit, and higher net operating income. He took advantage of tax strategies. As a real estate professional, he qualified to offset depreciation and operating losses against his wage income, reducing his tax liability to near zero. He consulted a specialized CPA to structure his activities and maintain audit-ready documentation. By year 10, David surpassed 100 doors. His portfolio was worth over $10 million, financed by mortgage leverage and sustained by positive cash flow. His net worth exceeded $2 million, and he enjoyed passive income far above his initial salary. Your path can follow David's blueprint or adapt to your resources. Here are the key steps. 1. Define your wealth target and timeline. Visualize the number of doors or the portfolio value you aim to reach. 2. Start small with a single-family home or duplex using conventional or creative financing. 3. Add value through cost-effective renovations and tenant improvements. 4. Implement the BRRR strategy to recycle equity and scale without new capital. 5. Transition into multifamily assets for greater efficiency. 6. Engage tax professionals to optimize deductions and protect your gains. Risks will arise: market cycles, unexpected repairs, vacancy periods, but you can mitigate them by maintaining cash reserves equal to 3 months of expenses, diversifying locations, and building a reliable team of contractors and property managers. Turning modest investments into significant wealth requires patience, discipline, and strategic reinvestment of cash flow and equity. Real estate offers unique leverage and tax benefits that no other asset class provides. Thank you for listening to the Property Code. If you are ready to embark on your wealth building journey, subscribe and share this episode. Until next time, remain strategic, stay resilient, and watch your real estate investments transform into lasting wealth.